All right, to set the record straight, to answer the questions about my views, anyways, about the questions that people have asked me regarding the preference between the Mossberg 500 pump action shotgun and the Remington 870 pump action shotgun, both in 12 gauge. This is going to be a really brief video. This is just to answer questions because it's not that serious as far as I'm concerned. All right, I took a shotgun course, a combat shotgun course in the Marine Corps on active duty. This was back in the 80s, prior to deploying to going overseas on a unit deployment, UDP, where the command knew we were going to end up on the DMZ in Korea, and the possibility for combat was there. So whenever you have ammo guards back then to guard the ammunition, one of the requirements back then again was you need to have guys qualified with a 12 gauge pump action shotgun to defend the ammo delivery and the ammo staging areas. So you have to send guys to the combat shotgun course, is what I remember it to be called back then. And it wasn't long. I think it was just, maybe a 48-hour course tops. It was really basic combat shotgun training, but it was good. It was very good. And it was a 12 gauge pump action shotgun. So the Marine Corps uses back then Remington and Mossberg 12 gauge pump action shotguns. In the Armory, there was Remington and Mossberg. For the combat shotgun course, for the ammo guards, for all you ammo guards out there that were there, big shout out to you guys, because you guys remember that training. It was fun. They were like, hey, they just selected me. I was voluntold. I wasn't volunteering. You, Lance Corporal Calhoun, report to Staff Sergeant, whatever his name was, and you're going someplace. I didn't even know what I was doing. Typical of the Marine Corps. So we go there. They say you guys are selected to undergo this training for combat shotgunning. So you guys are going to be ammo guards. You're selected to be ammo guards in the event of us being on DMZ and there's ammo deliveries or ammo drops. We need somebody to guard that ammo with 12 gauge shotguns. That's how it was back then. I don't know how it is now. So we took the course. The course consisted of using a Mossberg 590 12 gauge pump action shotgun. And we went through the course, which is a lot of fun. You shoot targets, you load. We're shooting double-aught buck, slugs, breaching rounds. They teach you how to use breaching rounds. And what else? I don't think we used high brass game load. It was just basically number 4 buck, double-aught buck. It was the military buckshot that I have some right here. I can show you. So it was this stuff. Olive drab with the high brass, and it has 9 pellets. Each pellet is 33 caliber, and it's 12 gauge double-aught buck. Now, that was my first exposure ever to shooting a shotgun. My first exposure to the 12 gauge pump action shotgun. I was 19 or 20 years old. And again, it was an extensive course within a short time frame, but they cover it pretty well. Loading, racking the slide, where the release was, where the safety of the weapon was, how to point it. It had rifled sights on it, and the ranges. 5 yards, 10 yards, 15 yards, 25 yards, all the way up to 40 yards with the buckshot. Then slugs, we were engaging targets out to 100 yards. Nothing was beyond 100 yards at that time. I don't know how they do it now. Back then, the slugs, point of aim, point of impact, we were shooting 100 yards. Boom, boom, boom. Targets, I forgot what the targets were. I think they were just cardboard targets, paper target, cardboard. And the combat, the shooting on the move, load, fire, boom, 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 load, 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 shoot, 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 load, take a knee, seek cover, load your weapon, fire. And if you're still under threat, you make sure there's one in the chamber. So you throw one in the chamber, slide the pump home, and then load up your other guns. We're doing that in conjunction with 2-man teams. So two Marines were walking forward, loading, shooting, and then seek cover, load, shoot. One guy's shooting while one guy's loading. There's a whole bunch of stuff. It was cool. It was a great course. Bottom line, people ask, Remington 870 or Mossberg 590. So based upon that course, I couldn't make a significant calling on that because we're using the Mossberg 590s. But the Armory had Remington 870s as well, so we had those out there. But I ended up buying my first shotgun, pump action, was a Winchester 1200, which it's an awesome shotgun. That's a great combat shotgun, good home defense shotgun. That was the first one I bought myself out of my own money. Still have it to this day. I bought it back then, and I bought that gun in 1987 or 88, and I still have it. The bottom line is I own a Remington 870 now and a Mossberg 500 now, and they're both great shotguns. So it's preferential. Now, there's the debate keeps going on. Which one's better? Which one is this? Which one is more durable? That debate's probably going to keep going on long after this video. What I can tell you is, personally, my preference out of shooting the Winchester 1200, which I love, the Mossberg 590 A1, which I love, and the Remington 870 pump action tactical shotgun. I got the Express Magnum, which I love. They're all equally reliable. I haven't had issues with any of the three. They're all equally fun to shoot. They're all equally lethal and deadly. And they all have the pretty much equal capability out to 25 yards or 25 meters with double-aught buck. And then also equally capable out to 100 plus yards with 3/4 inch 1 ounce slugs. You can hit targets out to 100 yards and beyond that with the 1 ounce slugs with all three of those platforms. The Benelli I've also fired. That's a great gun, by the way, the Benelli M2 or the Benelli M4. I prefer the M2, but Benelli also same thing. 12 gauge, same basic capabilities and reliabilities. Difference being the Benelli is semi-automatic, not a pump action, and it's a lot more expensive. You can get a Remington 870 or a Mossberg 590 or Winchester 1200, all of those guns for less than $350. Some of them have gone up in price, so you have some that are like $400 or so, but there's not going to be many of those guns more than $400. When I got my my 870, I only paid, I don't know, maybe $260 or something like that, $270. But I bought it back in 2003, and it was on sale. So I think it was like $300, and I got it for like $270 or $280. And my Mossberg was about $300. It was about $299. Mossberg 500 Defender. It's a great gun. So it was about $300. Now the Winchester that I got, that was only $230, $225, $230. And I got that in 1988, like I was telling you. And it was on sale. So shotguns are going to be $400 or less. When you start getting into the Benellis, 7, 8, 9, 1,000, yeah, $1,100, $1,200, they get expensive. The Benellis get expensive. Are they worth it? That's up to you. They're good guns, reliable, accurate, all that kind of stuff. Maintenance is pretty basic. It's a 12 gauge shotgun, combat shotgun. They do their job. They do what they're designed to do. So ultimately, to answer this debate, it's hard for me to really definitively say which one is better. That's up to the individual because they all perform very well. As far as my personal take, I like them all. That's why I own a Remington, a Mossberg, and a Winchester. I do want a Benelli, and I'm going to probably buy a Benelli. I like the M2. I'll probably buy the M2. I like shotguns. Right now, currently, as a pump action option, my favorite would be the Remington 870 pump action shotgun. This one is the Express Magnum. Holds 6 plus 1 in the chamber for a grand total of 7. And that's because it has a 2-shot extension, as you can see right there. Bead sight. Now, if I'm shooting slugs, that bead sight, believe it or not, is accurate. I can hit targets out at 100 yards with that bead sight. No problem. So this is a tactical stock with all black polymer furniture, and then forged steel receiver, not aluminum, steel. So if you want to know my choice, my personal preference, this is it right here. The Remington 870 Express Magnum 12 gauge tactical pump action shotgun. 1-point sling. So there's my opinion. Everybody keeps asking me, hey, Staff Sergeant Calhoun, you're a shotgunner. What do you like? There you go. I like them all. They all work. I would never put any of those down. Benelli, Mossberg, Winchester, Remington, all good companies, all good manufacturers. What I would do is check on, if you're going to buy the Remington, when was it made? This one was made in 2002. I bought it in 2003. So I got it back during a time when Remington was known for putting out really good quality stuff. And I haven't had any problems with it. Shoot, and that's, what, 17 years ago, 16 years ago? Long time. So that's one thing to worry about, because Freedom Arms bought Remington out, and I heard the quality went down a little bit in the production. I don't know. I can't verify that. Again, I bought this one in 2003. They don't even have Express Magnum written or stamped onto the receiver, like where you see right here it says Express Magnum. They don't say that anymore. Why? Because it just says Remington Express. It's like assume that, oh, it'll fit a Magnum slug, which is meaning a 3-inch slug. This will do 2 3/4 and 3-inch slugs, or 3-inch buckshot, which is Magnum loads. That's why this one says Magnum. I'm glad I got the Magnum. Anyways, you guys heard my take now, so that should settle that debate anyways. But as far as the debate of which one's the best, that's going to continue on long past this video. But at least you guys know my take as a Marine, as a staff sergeant, as a combat shotgun trained Marine. My personal preference is the Remington 870 12 gauge tactical pump action shotgun. Thanks for watching. Peace.